My odds.
Hello, welcome to another edition of, I guess we'll call it UFC 263 Final Looks or Final Bets, something. Anyway, welcome to Capper Comparison Picks. Vlad and I from UFC Celebrities and Classics, the Bulgarian Cowboy. Loving the shirt. Anyway, we're going to go through this UFC 263 card really quick so you guys can get your bets in and Vlad can take a nap before the events start in a couple hours or what's like 5 hours from now. So,
Yes, 5.
yeah, so let's jump right into this. Waste no time. Starting, we got the curtain opener. Carlos Felipe taking Jake Collier, the big boys. Now, the Carlos Felipe is the favorite. Last time I didn't check today, but last time I checked, he was minus 170. Jake Collier, a much bigger guy. I watched the weigh-ins, and he's got like 20, 30 pounds, I think, on him. He is the underdog at plus 145. Now, as for the show, the majority of the cappers went with the favorite, Carlos Felipe, as did I by decision. Now, give a quick breakdown on what you think, Vlad, on what you think is going to happen with this fight.
In this fight, I believe Carlos Felipe is good when it comes to heavyweight cardio, if you know what I mean. So I think that gives him the edge in majority of fights. Plus, I think he'll have an advantage over Jake Collier in majority aspects of the game. I pick Felipe to win, but I'm not like super confident. But I'm picking Felipe.
Yeah, me too. You know why I'm fading Collier? Because he came in, wasn't he at one time a middleweight? Or yeah, I think did he start out like 185 pounds and then he went to 205? Hey P Diz, how are you? And now he's at the heavyweight, 265. I mean, and he keeps his body just keeps looking worse and worse. But if you want to look at the other way, he's filling out. I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna stick with you. I'm taking Felipe too, Carlos Felipe. I think he's got better boxing too. He comes from a family of boxers. He's got it in his past, and they're both coming off wins. But yeah, Carlos Felipe should be able to take that. I got him by decision. Okay, let's move right up the card. Next, this is a tough one. We got the Fares Ziam versus Luigi Vendramini. Lightweight. This is a very close fight. During the capper comparison show, everybody took the Italian stallion, Luigi Vendramini. Everybody on my show that day, as did I within distance. He's an underdog. So what is your take on this fight here? This is a close one. What do you think is going to happen with this?
Well, honestly, I just picked over 1.5 on this one. I have to go with the coin flip, man.
Yeah, so you're going to just go with the favorite, probably?
Fares
Ziam?
I can say Vendramini, but I'm not sure at all. It's pretty much clash of close fighters, and close fighting styles, not much difference.
I will say the betting money has been coming in on Ziam, the favorite, because now actually, I'm sorry. It's been coming in on Vendramini, the Italian stallion, because the line has moved. When I wrote the showdown, he was plus 127. Now he's even plus 100. So that means money's been coming in on him because the bookies are changing the line to make Ziam more attractable. See what I'm saying? But that during the weigh-ins and face-offs, Vendramini looked very stoic. He's ready. He's serious. There's no messing around. But Fares Ziam, you can't take anything away from him either. I don't know. He's from Bulgaria. Yeah, Sofia. So Bulgarian top team. That's why I thought maybe you'd be biased. I thought.
No, sorry, Ranj, no.
That's fine. Ziam does have a 5-inch height and 2-inch reach advantage. And you can see that too during the weigh-in. He does have a little bit of size advantage. But nonetheless, I'm still sticking with the Brazilian Italian. I don't know how that works, but yeah. So is P Diz also taking Vendramini submission second round. I am home. My truck broke down. But I'm in the middle of a live stream. I'll make it quick though. Next, moving up the card, we've got Steven Peterson taking on Chase Hooper. Now, Steven Peterson came in heavy. He was, I think, he didn't care. Like, he was 2.5 pounds overweight, I think, but he's still. It didn't look like he really tried to make the weight, you know. So I think that's in his advantage going over a very thin Chase Hooper that only has just submission ground game. The Chase Hooper has no striking. He'll tell you he's not a good striker. So Steven Peterson bulking up a little bit to get more power behind his punches. That's how I'm looking at this. So I'm gonna think I'm reinforcing my pick with Steven Peterson. It was Chase Hooper won the Capra comparison show. He had more people pick him. However, I think that's because Chase Hooper's only lost one time and Steven Peterson's got 9 losses on his record. But I'm going to take the more experienced fighter here and the one with better stand-up, better striking. I'm going to go with Steven Peterson here. What's your thoughts on Chase Hooper and Steven Peterson in this fight?
I had an interview with Steven Peterson as well, as you probably know, and yeah, he rocks when it comes to stand-up game. Plus, he is not an easy guy to submit, not an easy guy to take down. I got no dilemma, one of more confident picks. Let's go, Peterson.
There you go. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm pretty confident too after seeing that he missed weight. I think he did that not on purpose, but I don't think he tried to suck weight. I'll tell you that. I think, he's given up 20% of his purse though because of that. Yep. And he he might even TKO Lil Chase. You never know. Thank you, P Diz. I agree. Okay. Moving up the card. Next we have you gotta nip it here. There's the cat for you.
Kitty. Kitty.
Yeah.
Hey, she's in a good mood today.
Okay,
she's in a great mood today. Yeah.
Okay, moving up the card.
About my T-shirt, Ranj.
Huh? Did you like Brad? Did you like Vlad the Bulgarian Cowboys T-shirt I wore the other day? Yes, Nora likes it too. It's mommy's T-shirt now, though. Okay, let's move up the card. We've got Matt Frivola taking in the last-minute replacement, Terrence McKinney. Terrence McKinney's an LFA champ, but he's only fought 9 days ago. But that's when he became the LFA champ. So this is a lot of people are overlooking him because he has short notice and everything. But I don't know. I'd be careful about this guy, Terrence McKinney. I mean, I'm taking Matt Frivola, because he's Steamroller Frivola. He's been in the UFC and I had him picked against Frank Camacho too. But this Terrence McKinney, I don't know. He's kind of scary because I don't know much about him except for that he's coming, off LFA win champion. He's a champion from the LFA fighting nine days ago. I don't know. What's your take on this?
I actually had an interview with Terrence McKinney, and I pretty much believe that that's not going to be a good matchup for him. I mean, if Terrence McKinney win, he has to win via one-punch knockout or via wrestling. Wrestling Frivola or knocking him out, not going to be easy.
Yeah, I know. Arman Sarukian and Frivola, they went to Arman Sarukian won by unanimous decision, but
barely.
I mean, yeah. Matt Frivola, he's prime. I like him, but there's question marks around Terrence McKinney because I don't watch LFA, so that's why. But you interviewed him, so you would know more. You have more of a stance on what Terrence McKinney's all about. I'm just going by the knowledge I recently took in about him, Yeah. So if you're going with Frivola, I'm sticking with Frivola. Yeah, let's move on to the next fight.
Going Frivola, but not sure, not confident, but going Frivola. Next one.
The next one, Pannie Kianzad, Alexis Davis. This one, I flipped my pick. I was originally with everybody else, full Capra consensus. Nobody took Alexis Davis. Nobody. Everybody took Pannie Kianzad. But I don't know. I'm taking the underdog here. I liked how she looked in the weigh-ins. And if you look at some research, she's You know, she knocked out Amanda Nunes before. You know, you can't. How many people can say that? Alexis
Nobody.
Davis can, but she can say that because she did it. It was a long time ago, but still, I think she looked great at the weigh-in. She looked good. She's caught. She looks confident. I'm gonna take the underdog. I'm going to go with the plus money. I'm taking the plus money here. I'm going to take the Alexis Davis. I'm flipping my pick. I was on Pani Kianzad, but now I'm taking Alexis Davis. I'm officially going to pick it in Tapology too. I'm changing my pick to Alexis Davis. I'm going to say by decision. I don't think she's going to. But that Pani Kianzad, man, she's every time she fights, she gets better. You know, and I don't know. It's going to be a tough one. It's a female fight. It's tough to call, but I'm going to, yeah. What's your take on this?
Pani Kianzad is my lock of the night.
Oh, yeah. That figures.
No, I'm that serious.
Okay. Your lock of the night of the whole card is Pani Kianzad. Why are you fading Alexis Davis so much? She's coming off a win against Sabina Mazo. Unanimous decision, not a split decision, you know, and she did clearly win that fight too. I had money on Mazo. I thought she was the hot prospect coming in. I lost money because of Alexis. You know, lesson learned. I'm not going to make the same mistake.
Is the only reason. Round 3. That's the only reason, because Pani Kianzad is the strongest in round 3. Plus her cardio rocks. She will go for all or nothing. If
yeah, Alexis Davis is 36.
True.
Pani Kianzad is only 29. So that does, yeah, I guess you could put that into play too. But yeah, I'm going to go with the plus money here anyway. You know, screw it. Why not? It's just a
just try it out.
Just a hedge bet and a Tapology bet. I'm kicking ass in Tapology anyway, right, Dave?
Your plus money.
Good pick, homie. So. He's talking to me right there when he said good pick, homie. Okay, this next fight, whew, these guys, Hakeem Dawadu taking on Movsar Evloev. This might be fight of the night. This one is so tough to call. They both are caught, ripped up diesel, but I'm going to have to take the Russian here. I'm going to go with the Russian. I think he's probably got better ground game. We did this Chudesno, remember?
Yes.
And Movsar Evloev won every category except for striking, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
Did he win clinch too? He won the clinch too, right? Yeah. So I'm sticking with the Chudesno and my original pick, and also everybody on my show picked him except for MMA experts. He's the only one. Everybody else, you know, picked the big. He's a favorite though, minus 230. It's kind of expected. A lot of people are going to pick the favorite. Today he is minus 225. Same thing, pretty much. You got this going any other way?
Evloev potentially via decision.
A decision? You think it's going to go? I don't know. This might. I don't know if it's going to go. Yeah, I'm going to go with decision too. That's what I'd pick.
Evloev is my pick.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Me too. Movsar Evloev. How are we looking on time? Oh, we're flying through here. You have plenty of sleep. You'll have plenty of rest for tonight. Dave's saying Dizzle's going to get the perfect card tonight. We'll see. Okay. Moving up. Next, we've got another female fight, which this one I'm more on the fence on this one than the other one. Lauren Murphy and Joanne Calderwood. I flip-flopped twice already now. I was on Lauren Murphy originally because she won the underdog capper majority. Look at that. Only one person took Joanne Calderwood. You know, only one person took her. Look, you took Lauren Murphy, and you took the over 2.5. Yep. But I was thinking again, the only way Lauren Murphy's going to win is if she gets it to the ground, because JoJo Calderwood, I think, has got better stand-up. I think she's got better striking. That's personally, and I like that she's She's coming out of Syndicate MMA, where she can train with Alexa Connors, Emily Whitmire, and Roxanne Modafferi, who everybody knows. Roxanne Modafferi has got sick ground game. Her jiu-jitsu, her ground game is great. Even though she's like getting older and she's going downhill, Roxanne Modafferi can teach Joanne Calderwood how to, defend in ground game situation. That's how my brain works, So, but I don't know. Lauren Murphy, she's never been finished. She's won 4 of her last 5, and she just rear naked choked Lilia Shakarova. So she's flying high, and she's the underdog. So this one, I still don't know what to do here. I don't know. Have you changed your position? You're still on Lauren Murphy, right?
I'm still at over 2.5, but maybe I'm going to change to Jojo.
I think I might change Jojo too. I don't know. That's a tough one.
I think I'm going to change to Jojo, but I'm staying with over 2.5.
Yeah, it's a female fight. It's going to over 2.5 is minus 350. So 3-1, 3.5. Yeah, everybody's pretty much saying that's why. Everyone's going to say it's going over 2.5. Well, what side? That's the hard question, Vlad. What side?
I don't know.
Bryce D is saying Jojo easy decision. I don't know. You think if it goes to the ground?
Let's say Jojo. I don't know the side. Let's say Jojo.
Good point. She does have some good kicking too. If you was to do a Chidesno, where would Jojo Calderwood lose? Only the grappling and the wrestling, right? Every other category, clinch, cardio, and stand-up, and striking, all would have to go to Jojo Calderwood. So it's striker versus grappler, but the grappler in Lauren Murphy, I don't know if that's her path to victory. I just don't know if she's going to get it done. You know what? I'm going to go with Jojo too.
Okay, me too. But my initial pick is over 2.5.
Well, yeah, that's pretty safe to say.
There's no safe pick, Ranj, and you know that very well.
I know. The next card is everybody's on Eric, ya boy, Anders. Everybody I know is having him because of his last fight against Darren the Dentist Stewart. His last fight, everyone's got recency bias because he pretty much almost finished Darren Stewart. If he didn't do that legal knee, he would have definitely won that. Everybody saw that. And he's fighting out of Fight Ready now, which is a phenomenal gym. Before he was fighting out of some Spartan gym, but now at Fight Ready, he's supposed to be a brand new fighter, and it showed in his last fight against Darren Stewart. I heard from an interview though and James Lynch interviewed both these guys, as did you. You interviewed both these guys, right? Did you interview them? You interviewed them before their fight, before their last fight.
Before their first.
James Lynch interviewed them after their last fight, okay? And Darren Stewart said he came into that fight ill. He was not 100%. That's what he said. I don't know if it's true or not, but he said he went into that fight not feeling 100%. He could never get his body going. He was under the weather. That's what he's claiming. I don't know if he's just saying that just to make an excuse because he got beat bad. But I think Darren Stewart might come in with a different game plan. And if you look at Eric Anders' fights before the Darren Stewart fight, his fight IQ is questionable. He's coming from a football background. Everybody knows he's won a national championship with the Alabama Crimson Tide football. But I think Darren Stewart's all around fight game, maybe not stand up. I think like Eric Anders edges him out, but I think I think he's more well-rounded, and he's got better fight IQ than Darren Stewart does. That's why I'm taking him for the big upset. Everybody is taking Eric Anders, except for me and just Bleed MMA. He's also not taking. He's taking Darren Stewart too. It's just like me and him. Everybody else, everybody is taking Eric Anders. But good for you. I think I'm gonna. That's gonna be the deal breaker. That's how I'm gonna beat these. Yeah, I know. He's a football player. So what? So what? I bet you Darren Stewart played real football, soccer, because he's from the UK and everybody plays soccer over there. But anyway, I'm taking Darren Stewart. I know everybody else is what is Eric just collapsed in football and had a cardiac arrest by the looks of it. What's that? What is he talking about? What's Ginger talking about, Vlad?
Ericsson. I think he is a Swedish player.
Oh, really?
Hold on.
Are you're not covering any soccer lately?
I covered today one match.
Which one did you do? I had to work today.
Just a while ago, well, Switzerland. Well, Switzerland. Which is that player? I'm not sure which is that player. I know a few Ericssons. Not sure which one this is. I have Anders too.
Yeah, everybody has Anders except for me. I'm taking Darren Stewart. You guys mark my words. Tonight, when I'm watching the show with you, you're gonna go, "Oh, Capper, you're right again. Capper, you called it again." I can't wait for that moment. That's gonna happen tonight. Okay, moving up the card. This one, tough one. Drew Dober taking on Brad Rydell. Brad Quake Rydell. This one, everybody's taking Drew Dober except for me and you, Vlad. Vlad, on the show, you picked Brad Rydell. You and Dave Longoria are the only ones. And me. I'm also taking Brad Rydell. But, man, that Drew Dober, he's game. He's live. I don't know. This is a very close fight. I'm still – you know why I'm fading Drew Dober, though? He's got 10 losses. Brad Rydell's only got 1. That's means for me, that's – I don't know. That and plus, I like City Kickboxing. I know they're not the greatest. You know, they haven't been performing that well, but I still like City Kickboxing. However, Drew Dober's coming out of Elevation Fight Team. I like that facility too. This is a tough fight still. No matter how you look at it, it could go either way for either guy, but I'm going to go with plus money. I'm taking the underdog because he's plus money. I'm going to see what the odds are right now. He is plus 125 to win on Brad Rydell. So that's where my value is. If it's a coin flip fight, dog or pass, right? Take the money or pass on it. So I'm taking the dog here and Brad Rydell. You are also taking. You got some reasoning why you're taking Brad Rydell? Are you fading Dober, or are you taking Rydell because of you think he can outstrike him?
Because I think Dober is having a hard time with special right-handed guys, especially right-handed guys like Brad Riddell.
Yeah, Drew Dober's coming off that triangle choke loss to Islam Makhachev, but I don't think Brad Rydell it's going to be striker versus striker.
Yes.
That Brad Rydell, neither one of these guys are really grapplers, right? They don't have any really grappling background like BJJ black belts or nothing. Neither one of them are, not that I know of, unless you know something I don't know. I think they're both just about strikers, and they're both about even. You should have did a Chudesno with this fight. Did you? You did? You should have did one for this fight, because I don't know. It's going to be close. I don't know who's got better cardio. I don't know. Who's got better striking? I edge Rydell, but and clinching, I edge Rydell because City Kickboxing. That's a City Kickboxing. I think their clinch work is good. Those guys can clinch. So yeah, I'm taking the underdog here. Look at Bryce D putting in some hot info. Rydell's grappling against the Silva showed he can use his wrestling. Good. Look at. However, Dober can crack that chin. What is Rydell's one loss? He's got one loss. I don't know who that is to. I'm gonna look it up really quickly. We got time. Abel Bright. That was in 2018 in the Hex Fight Series, and he lost by submission. So I don't know. I don't know if he's got a glass chin or not because no one's knocked him out. He's only got one loss, and it was to an arm bar. So it's hard to say. Hard to say if how durable he is. So, oh, look at Rydell's a better wrestler than Izzy, says P. Diz. All right, we're on Brad Rydell. I'm glad me and you are. Anyway, a lot of other people are picking Drew Dober. They're all heavy on him. All right, let's get into the main card. You ready? Ready, Vlad?
Yes.
Hang on with me. We're only in this 25 minutes. Got a little bit of time. Okay. Bear Jew, Paul Craig coming in. Oh, serious. Half painted blue face for the whole, representing Scotland. The Scottish Hit Squad taking on Jamal Hill. Sweet Dreams. They at the weigh-ins face off. They do not like each other. Dana was nervous. Dana was because now there's a new rule: no touching, except for fist bump. That's it. If you touch the other guy, the fight's canceled. Do you know that?
No.
Yeah, new rule now. If face-offs, if you touch, because was it Jeremy Stevens? He pushed that face-off. He pushed the guy. I forgot who it was, but the guy that he pushed got whiplash, and ever since that, no more touching. If you touch each other during the fight, you can fist bump. That's it. But if you do a push or a touching, the fight's canceled. That was a new rule put into effect for this card, and that's why Dana he saw the fierce energy between Jamal Hill and Paul Craig. That's why he was nervous, and he went in there before they can even get close enough to each other. He pushed them away from each other. Did you notice that? And this Jamal Hill is going to win. He's a huge favorite, minus 300 last time I checked. But man, Paul Craig is intense. He is intense. So I have Jamal Hill in parlays already, but I'm not putting him in anything else, not after watching that. I might even hedge a little bet and throw a little bit of money on Paul Craig to win at plus 250. Just maybe. I don't know. I'm going to – yeah. I agree, Pete is. But yeah, I'm sticking with Jamal Hill. Nothing's taking me from that. I think he's going to knock him out round 2. I think Paul Craig will be able to hold his own. The thing is, Paul Craig, his path to victory, takedown. You got to take him down, and he's got to keep him down. That one guy, Jamal Hill got taken down 6 times in one fight, but every time he got taken down, right back up. 6 times taken down, 6 times popped right back up. That was who was that against? I'll try to find that. But that's why people are like, oh, I don't know, Jamal Hill, if you take him down. But no, he's a pop-up guy. He does get taken down, but he pops right back up. I forget which fighter took him down six times, but there was a fight that he got taken down 6 times, but every time he get popped right back up. Yes, we're right here. Craig by submission is the way to bet, but I don't think he's going to submit. I think Paul Craig, his only path to victory is if he takes him down and he can use his wrestling to keep him down. If Jamal comes back up, he's just going to outstrike him and pop him and knock him out in round 2. Yeah, I know. He finished. You know, P. Diz, you're getting smarter too. Your picks are getting smarter too. You're making some valid points. Yeah. All right. So you're taking Jamal Hill, right? Vlad?
Vlad is saying the fight will not go the distance, and Vlad doesn't know who's going to win. I really don't know. Let's go Hill, but I really don't know. Fight not going the distance.
Yeah, now you're talking a good odds, because fight not going the distance is minus 105. whereas in Jamal Hill is minus 300. So yeah, now you're picking the harder pick. Because everybody's taking Jamal Hill. I don't know, not one person taking Paul Craig. I haven't heard anybody.
I mustn't pick a side here. Sorry.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm taking Jamal Hill, but I think I'm going to put a little hedge bet on Paul Craig just because his intensity at the weigh-in and that whole half-painted blue face. I was scared of him. Because you know what I do during the weigh-ins? I picture myself, if I was to have to fight one of these guys, who would I rather fight? And at the weigh-ins, I would rather fight Jamal Hill than have to take on the Paul Craig. I just going by stupid looking, no research, just appearance only. Appearance only. Oh, look at Max Blanco making a hot take. Too much emotion from Jamal. That worries me. Yes, he did. He did seem to get a little bit of emotional during that weigh. I don't think he was expecting Paul Craig to come in so intense, because Jamal Hill's a very confident fighter. He's very confident, and I think he was expecting Paul Craig to give him more respect because of the numbers, the odds, and everything. And Paul Craig was not giving him that respect that he was looking for. Yeah, I know, Bryce. He does do that every time, but I don't know. I just don't count Paul Craig out. Everybody's counting him out because Jamal Hill, undefeated, big favorite. I'm not counting him out. Same as this next guy, the legend, Damian Maia, taking on, remember the eye poke, Bilal Muhammad. That eye poke was 2 knuckles deep. He buried his finger in up to here. You couldn't see. He put his finger in his eye socket a good 2 inches. Look at the replay. So Damian Maia, I know he's 43 years old, and Bilal Muhammad's only 32, but Damian Maia looked good at the weigh-ins. He looked great. He looked like he was 42 or 32. He didn't show his age. You know what I mean? And Damian Maia, I'm hedge betting. I mean, Bilal Muhammad should, on paper, he should win. I mean, he's won 4 of his last 5. He's everybody's on him. Nobody's taking Damian Maia. Nobody. Everybody's taking Bilal Muhammad. All the people in the show. Every handicapper I watched. But for some reason, I think this is a tricky Damian Maia spot because Bilal Muhammad, before the eye poke, he was getting his butt whipped. There was no way he was going to win that. So I know that it was a horrible eye poke, but that was his out too. That's why it became, a draw. Because if that wasn't for that eye poke, yeah, he would have took the L there, but definitely. So I don't know. My Tapology pick is Bilal Muhammad, but I'm putting a hedge bet. Like I said in my show, I'm going to hedge bet Damian Maia by submission. I'm going to check out those odds right now too. Damian Maia right now is plus 195 just to win. And if you got him to win by decision, Damian Maia, let's see. Damian Maia by submission, plus 350. Damian Maia by submission, plus 350. So it's going to either be Bilal Muhammad by decision, which is plus 105. Come on, that's not worth it. Or it's going to be Damian Maia by submission, plus 350. So you guys know me. Plus money. I'm in Tapology where it's like Tapology, you have to make a pick. You can't just say over, under. You have to make a pick and the round. In Tapology, I took Bilal Muhammad by decision, but on the betting, I'm going to bet Damian Maia, just a small hedge bet, Damian Maia by submission at plus 350. What do you think about this fight, Vlad?
This is my most non-confident pick on the whole card. Bilal Muhammad,
get out of here.
But most non-confident pick. He and
Really?
Edwards are my most non-confident picks on the whole card. And about Edwards, I'm still thinking, honestly.
Well, that's next fight. We're going to discuss that. So here, are you leaning one way?
I'm saying Belal, but I told you my least confident pick on the whole card.
Now, people think Damian Maia is only a submission expert, but he's been in the UFC. His professional fight debut was 2001. So he's been in the UFC for 20 years. I think you can pick up some striking tips. I mean, you think you can learn how to throw some punches. So I would, everyone's assuming he doesn't know how to strike just because his grappling is so good, but I don't know. I think the more I'm talking myself into Damian Maia, the more and more I think of this. Bilal Muhammad's coming off that should have been a loss to Leon Edwards, but
Ranj,
yeah,
that's one of the reasons why I say this is my most non-confident pick on the card. My
yeah,
striking is not terrible.
right.
Not
So,
terrible.
yeah, I think I might even change my pick on Tapology. I don't know. That's a close one.
If you go with Maya, man. Too much money coming in. Believe me, plus 350.
Yeah, that was by submission, but I think that's probably he's gonna happen. I think. Okay, now we're moving to your hardest pick on the card. A lot of other people, their easiest pick on the card. We've got Leon Rocky Edwards taking on Nathan Diaz.
How many rounds, Ranj?
Huh? It's a 5-round fight. But what are you saying?
Number 2.
You got Nate Diaz in round 2?
No, you know number 2. I'm picking Nate Diaz. It's a 5-rounder. I know this is insane pick, but I'm not confident. Let's go with plus. If it's 3 rounds, Leon Edwards.
I'm going to take a look at the most recent odds. Yeah, that's great, Nora. I'm almost done, baby. I'll talk to you after, okay? Hold on. Okay, right now, Nate Diaz is plus 400 just to win. Doesn't matter how, doesn't matter when. Plus 400 just to win, okay? Now, the over-under on 5 rounds, over 4.5. Over 4.5, if it goes to decision, plus 115, minus 145 for under 4.5 rounds. Okay, so now if Leon Edwards wins, I did pick him to win, during the show, and I said TKO 3rd round. Nobody picked Nate Diaz, by the way. Nobody, not a single person. But I took, I'm saying Leon Edwards TKO 3rd round. That's what my original pick was.
Listen, if it's 3 rounds, Leon Edwards for sure. But I'm picking Nate only because it's 5. That's the only reason.
Yeah, well, hey, what's going on, Bleed? How's it going, buddy? We've been through almost the whole card, but now we're on Leon Edwards and Nate Diaz, and Vlad is taking Nathan Diaz. Interesting. Hey, Ricketts, how are you doing? Vlad wants to know how the cat is doing too. Anyway, man, I want to go with you, Vlad. I want to take Nathan Diaz just because I like Nate Diaz. I like his whole disrespecting everybody and his whole attitude.
I think Leon is going to win, but plus 400 and 5 rounds.
Oh, definitely. There's no value. But that's why I was looking up. I was going to look up my prop TKO 3rd round. Now, if I take Leon Edwards by TKO 3rd round, that is plus 900. Plus 900, Vlad. TKO for Leon Edwards in the 3rd round. First round.
Go with that then.
Well, 1st round TKO for Leon Edwards, plus 450. 2nd round, plus 650. 3rd round, 900. 4th round, 1,200. 5th round, 1,800. Of course, every round higher goes up and up and up. That's what happens if you pick rounds. Now, if you just pick Leon Edwards TKO, that is that without picking the round, that is let me see. Okay. Trying to find it. Huh. They don't. You have to pick the round, I guess. Doesn't on this as wins inside the distance is minus 110 for Edwards. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with my main bet, but I do want to hedge Nate Diaz because he's plus 450 or whatever he is.
$2.
$2. Yeah, there you go. Oh, I agree, Ginger, because Nate Diaz, he's 36. I don't know if he's got the card. And plus, a lot of people are saying it's going to be Dr. Stoppage again because Nate Diaz is a bleeder.
Me too.
And Leon Edwards has sharp elbows. He's got sharp strikes. His elbows and punches, they cut. You know what I mean? They're sharp. They're not pillow. They're not pillow punches. I'm gonna agreed. Edwards finished. Agreed. That's what I do. I think so. I think the same things happen. I'm gonna stick with my bet. TKO third round. That's plus 900. And I'm gonna hedge that right now a little bit. But it's gonna be a good fight. I'm gonna a 3-fight contract. Diaz doesn't care if he wins or not. Oh, look at this 3-fight contract. Good hot take. I did not know that, Dave. I appreciate that info. I didn't know that. Who's his other fights with?
I don't know.
Do you know, Vlad?
Nah. I know it's a 3-fight contract, but I don't know next fights.
All right. Okay, let's move up the card. We pretty much spoke that. A lot of people are on Leon Edwards, but take that hedge bet with Nate Diaz at plus 400. Why not? Okay, now we're into the co-main event. This one, I think I might flip my pick. We've got Davison Figueiredo Dos de Guerra. That means God of War. Taking on Brandon Moreno, the assassin baby. Now, I was all over Davison Figueiredo until I saw the weigh-ins. He needed help getting up the steps. He barely made weight before the time ran out. The fight was almost canceled. He made weight with 40 seconds to spare. If 40 more seconds, the fight would have been canceled because he wasn't up there for the weigh-in in time. So, and he needed help climbing the stairs to get to the scale. Then he needed the box of shame. He made it. He made weight. But boy, he was weak. He's drained. Brandon Moreno, on the other hand, smiling, happy, doing the heart thing, looking good, looking confident, looking happy. I don't know. I was on Figueiredo until I saw the weigh-in and face-offs. Figueiredo wore his glasses the whole time. You know why? People didn't want to see his sunken eyes. Because once you look into the eyes of a guy that had a bad weight cut, you can tell his eyes are beady. They're sunken in. He had his sunglasses on the entire ceremonial face-off, all that. And during the real weigh-in, before the ceremonial weigh-in, he needed help to the scales. That's why I'm fading him now. I flipped my pick on I have to flip my pick on Tapology. Right now it says Figueiredo, but I think now I'm going to go with the underdog, Brandon Moreno. I don't know, something about that weigh-in's got me going, got me going the other way. I liked how Brandon Moreno looked good. He looked confident. He looked happy, big smiles. Figueiredo looked like a shadow of himself. He didn't look like he was ready for this fight. So I'm going to see what the odds are right now. And we're looking at, where is it? Okay, here we are. We're looking at Figueiredo at a minus 193. Brandon Moreno plus 168.
Let's
plus
go, Brandon.
Money.
Let's go, Brandon.
Let's go. Brandon is right with that plus money, guys, right? Plus money. Let's take that plus money on Brandon Moreno at plus 168. I'm putting it. I didn't do a show for this. I did have a show ready. I was going to do it last night, but I had to work wicked early this morning. I had to do confined space training this morning. Unbelievable. But anyway, look at this. You want to look at the Davison Figueiredo, Brandon Moreno? Everybody overwhelmingly taking Figueiredo. Only three, or Perfect Parlay Pursuit, David Longoria. Only a few people taking Moreno. Everybody else was on Figueiredo. And hot take from BC Dave. UFC is trying to break into the Mexican market. UFC opening 2 performance institutes in Mexico this year. Look at Because Dave. I'm not calling British Columbia Dave anymore. His BC stands for Because. Vlad, you hear me?
Yes.
BC now is Because Dave. And that because Dave is coming with this hot take, I'm flipping my pick to Brandon Moreno. Yeah, the assassin baby, the plus money. Yes, and I'm flipping it on Tapology too, making it official. Absolutely. And Vlad, you're also taking Moreno. Let's see what the chat has been saying about this
I
guy.
took Moreno a way ago.
Look, did you?
Yes.
Did you take him a long time? Look, I've been on Moreno since November. Brandon on a 7-fight unbeaten streak. Is that true? Is that true? I just put up there. Let me see. Let me check out Tapology. Is that? Can you verify that, Vlad? Is that true?
I think it is.
No. Let me.
It is true. 1,
Wow.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, this will be his 7th fight without a loss, 2 draws to Figueiredo Ascaro, victories over K. Cara France, Jose Formiga, Brandon Royval, and Michael Perez.
Wow.
Last loss came to Alexandre Pantoja.
Huh. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Yeah, that just reinforces. Thank you. That just reinforces my pick on. Yeah. Oh, look at this. Ginger, hot take. Figgy was beating Moreno, though. And I heard this, too, from somebody else. I heard he was in the hospital the day before 256. I heard that same thing, that because of bad weight cut. But you know what? He had a bad weight cut yesterday, too. He had a bad weight cut last night, too. Not hospital-wise. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll go with another draw. Imagine that. Bleed. Yeah, man, I don't know. I just don't like the weight cut. And I don't like he had his sunglasses on the entire, ceremonial face-offs. This is such a hard fight to pick. But plus money rules. So, yeah, let's go with the Mexican. Let's go with the assassin, baby. Especially after because Dave's info on the UFC trying to break into the Mexican market. All right. Yeah, I agree. Figgy is going to go up to bantamweight with a loss. Agreed. All right. Main event. Right. Perfect timing. We got 10 minutes to discuss main event before Vlad has to go nap. All right. We've got Israel, the last stylebender, Adesanya, taking on Marvin, the Italian Dream Vettori. Now, this is great fight. I saw a little, I think it was on Instagram or something. I saw a little snippet video of, they were like, I think they were in the wherever they're staying, they have like a store in the bottom because Marvin Vettori bought something and Izzy was going into the store and he was like, "What'd you buy, a Gucci belt?" And Marvin Vettori goes, "No, I'm gonna take your belt, my friend." And then Izzy goes, "You're not my friend." But I thought that was great. I loved it. Did you see that? There's a little. You saw it? That's great. I love that. It's like, "No, I'm gonna take your belt, my friend." You're not my friend. That was great. But anyway, I'm on Team Izzy right here. I think Adesanya is gonna, but this could go either way, man. I don't know. This is such a tough fight to pick because Marvin Vettori is the best I've ever seen right now. He's not gonna. If he's ever gonna be Izzy, it's gonna be now. That's why I don't know which. I'm still kind of. I'm not confident at all with this fight either. I wanna say Vettori, but Israel Adesanya's striking is so good, and he's got that 6-inch reach. 6-inch reach advantage. He can outstrike him and just stay on the outside, and it's a large cage though. Larger. It's not it's not the apex. This is a bigger cage, so that could work for. It works more for the striker, right? The bigger cage.
Yes.
Yeah. So I don't. What's your take on this, Vlad? What do you think is going to happen with this? How do you think things are going to turn out?
I think I'm going to have terrible card this night, but I'm going with Vettori
Don't say that. You're going in already losing. Why don't
because
you say
of
that?
their previous fight. I mean, in their previous fight, I scored for Israel. I scored it 29-28, I believe, for Adesanya, but it was a super close fight last time. And Israel Adesanya is traditionally having a hard time with left-handed guys. In the case of Gastelum, you saw what am I talking about. Plus, Vettori has pretty much similar movements like Adesanya, but Adesanya's advantage is a big cage. So this is pure gamble, man. This is gamble, but let's go with plus.
You're going to go with the plus money, the Italian dream. Look at, hey, Gabe Killian, Money Right Fight Club. You can't say you're not my friend after you extend your hand for a shake. Shows nervousness. You're absolutely right. You know what? That Instagram thing, or when I saw that clip, whoever posted that clip on Instagram said, in my opinion, Adesanya's already lost because Marvin Vettori's got that confidence and Adesanya is nervous. Adesanya has a little bit of nervousness in it, you can tell. But at the face-offs, Marvin Vettori's a little bit. He's in the spectrum, meaning he's a little autistic. You know that.
Yes,
you know that?
yes, I do, and
Yes.
that worries me honestly. That worries me because
I know. I think that goes to his advantage. And he's like, let's go. He was totally intense. Adesanya was like, calm down, relax. But I think because he's in the spectrum, he's a little autistic. I think that works to Vettori's advantage because my son he's in the spectrum a little bit, and he's got and so is Ginger, got a little autism too. Yeah,
That's not a problem. You can live with it. I mean, people get used to living with autism, so
I know. What an ass because
one of my cousins has that, but he's a great artist, so it's not a big problem if you get used to living with that.
Yeah, absolutely not. I don't think.
But for example, he hates cameras. For example, I told him once, "Let's go live." No.
Yeah, I'm on the last fight, Nora. Almost done on the last fight. So yeah, for that. And you know what? I'm going to show you. I didn't do a show for last night because I had to go to bed early, but I did. I was prepped for one. And look, Marvin Vettori edged out Adesanya by 1 vote on the Capra comparison pick show. 1 pick made Marvin Vettori the majority. So yeah, I think I'm not going to put him into parlay, but I will. I'm going to because he's plus money. I'm going to hedge it. I'm going to put Marvin Vettori plus 215. I'm gonna right now. I'm doing it right now. I'm gonna put him on a straight. You're always $2. Actually, I'm not gonna do it right now because my thing lost sync. It's offline. But I'm gonna hedge that Marvin Vettori. I don't know. I like Adesanya's reach. They 6-inch reach. So Marvin Vettori might use his autism for durability. Like he's not gonna get finished. But I think Adesanya can win on points. I think he can outstrike him and keep it on the feet, outstrike him, and win by points. So that's why
something, Ranj. When somebody is autistic, you know what he does? Constantly marching. He is like focused like
definitely
this. So that's gonna be a problem for Adesanya. He is more focused than Blaovic. Believe me or not, he's more focused than Blaovic.
I know. I know. I'm nervous. I'm very nervous.
Me too.
Gabe whack ass. You know why? Because he saw Lock of the Night. That's why he said that. Gabe doesn't like Lock of the Night. If you didn't know that.
I understand. No problem. No problem.
You guys got. I watched MMA Parlay King, and he said Lock of the Night made 130 accounts just so he can put thumbs down onto MMA Parlay King show. That's what he said in his video. I thought it was hilarious. But anyway, I don't get into that drama that he said, she said, capper fights. I don't get into that crap. But anyway, for this fight, Israel Adesanya, Marvin Vettori, I guess I'm gonna keep my Tapology pick with Israel Adesanya by decision, but my money is gonna go on Vettori because he's plus money. Because he's plus money, I have to take Vettori. But in Tapology, where you have to make a pick, I'm taking Adesanya by decision. All right, now, what is your most confident pick on the card? You said Pani Kianzad.
Kianzad, yes.
Well,
3 more minutes.
I know. We're gonna make a 3-leg parlay right now, Vlad. Me and you. And I'm not putting Pani in it because I like the underdog in that fight. I like the old girl. Who is it? Alexa Davis. I like Alexis Davis in that. The old girl. But okay, you like Movsar Evloev, right?
Yes.
Okay, Evloev. We're gonna put him in because I'm pretty confident with that. How about Brad Riddell? You liked Brad Riddell, right? Riddell, and he's underdog too, so that'll help it out. And who else do we both like? I want something somewhat confident.
Moreno.
Yeah, I guess Moreno.
We agree on Moreno.
Yes. All right. That's me and you. That's our parlay. It's
How much is the odd, Ranj?
I'm gonna plug it in right now. I just have to refresh Bet Online really quick. Okay, just give me a second. Okay, refreshed. So we've got Movsar Evloev is minus 225. Then Brandon Moreno plus 167 plus money, and our other guy Brad Riddell is you know what? How about Steven Peterson? You like that one? Steven Peterson, yeah, I like that one too.
Yes, we both agreed on him.
Yes, that's a good one. So not Riddell. We got Peterson, Evloev, and Moreno.
Okay.
Parlay. Okay.
Odd.
I'm getting it. Okay, so that would be. Hold on a second. Back. Oh man. It doesn't spell out the odds. It just says how much I'll win. $5 bet on that would win 32. So So what's the
Over
odds?
6 range.
Yeah, so it's like plus 600, right?
Something like that, I guess.
It would be plus 600. If $5 wins 32.65, that means the odds are like plus 600 for that parlay.
That's
Okay.
a good odd.
Yeah, I'm gonna copy paste throw it in there, and then we can be done. It's gonna, just a little stupid little parlay on this for the show. Copy, StreamYard, paste. Okay. And show. So there you go. $5 wins 32.65. Evloev, Moreno, and Peterson. Anders is not a lock either, Dave. That's where I'm going to beat you in Tapology. I'm telling you. Tonight when we're watching the show with Vlad, he's going, Copper was right. Copper was right. He's the only one that said Stewart to beat Anders. Only one. And he's going, that's right. Anyway, all right, Vlad. We're over an hour. Get some rest. Everybody in chat, I appreciate you hanging out and going through this card with me.
Thank you, Ranj.
Yeah, no problem. I'll be watching the fights tonight on UFC Celebrities and Classics with Vlad. What time do the fights start? 6:30? Prelims?
6:30, something like that.
6 or 6:30 for prelims. So if you guys want, I'll see you guys there. Thanks for hanging out, everybody, and we'll see you tonight. All right?
All right. Have a great night, Ranj.
Bye.